Nothing again. What's going on? Damn. Just logged into mate so we can start that dual career thing soon. I've been a customer since 2005 for Amazon. I suppose I would have been 21 then. That's not that bad, but it's so long ago. Update, for crying out loud. Hello, hello. Someone is there. Right. So shows on my thingy now, finally. So I will see who that is. I assume it's Usama. No! Oh, I've ruined this. I copied the description earlier to be pre-prepared. However, I copied and pasted my mate's postcode in since. God damn it. So we're a little bit fannying about here. So that part. Verify your order. I thought that was going to happen because my bank card is out of date. Apologies. Revise payment method. Add a card. My card ran out, so I've got a new one, so obviously I need to type that in. So it is 4487 9184 07644. Oh shit. I'm actually typing what I'm saying rather than what it says. Because it obviously doesn't say that. I'm not a fucking idiot. Expiration date. Nope, it's not that one. Do not accept. Good. Add card. Save. Use this address. Continue. Payment has been updated. That should mean. That should mean. My mate's order is complete. Oh my goodness, I still haven't checked what you even said. Hello, sorry. I know you're there. The stream seems. The stream seems quite stable, which is good. It still didn't update. I don't know why it took so long to update, but I knew I could do the career. Stop it! And it's not charging my controller. Why is everything winding me up? Let's see updates in here. And you can pause, stop, go away. Wow, that was a big update for. Oh, just update. God damn it. Yeah, so that's a big old FIFA update, so which is not going to be good because I am not going to have space. Oh, Sai B Usama. That's what it says to me. Usama thought he was first, but to me, Sai was first. But yeah, welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. So the pad is charged now, which is good. The game is loaded, which is good. You can hear me, which is good. I'm going to move my camera down so you can't see me, which is good. And we're ready. Welcome to the other person. It says there's 4 of you here. Thank you very much for coming through. Please like if you haven't. Subscribe if you're not, I assume you are. Every single one of those numbers helps me. So the F1 stream the other day did pretty well for our sort of level. Have I updated that? I don't think I did. Copy. Back to content. So I'm talking through this. Edit the details of the stream. Second. Control V. Enter. Save. Done. So yeah, we did do qualifying yesterday, didn't we? And I didn't want to do the, not yesterday, whenever I last played, but I didn't want to do the race because I knew the next track is the British Grand Prix and I'd want to do that. So we'll do this race and we will definitely do the British Grand Prix. And we shall see. Yeah, as I say, the last stream did good for our level, if that makes sense. Shows me as 88 now. But that single stream alone gained 3 or 4.
This is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix. Let's give them a race worth watching.
Thanks, Jeff. We will. Oh goodness, we're underway quick. I hope you're both ready. We're racing already. Come on, let's get past some of these fannies early. Or not. Oh my god. Why are you all overtaking me? Sorry, teammate. Right, that didn't go well. I got swamped. The audio... Ah, yeah, the audio will be echoing because I've left it on. Thank you, Osama. That would have been quite annoying for you.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
Go away, giving me a penalty. Didn't hit me. Why am I getting out of drag so badly? No, I don't. You're not going to the inside of me, team. Is it or not? Right. I can't actually see. Stay there. See the braking limit, which isn't helping. Oh, this part of the Grand Prix, I really need to. No, teammate, don't go that side. Oh. Do you know what? I'm just gonna restart the race. Fucking terrible start. Shut up, Jeff. Oh, we might go start. Go. Do not go that side. Just go that side. Squeeze. Why? I'm blocking me so I don't have you. Oh, I can go around the outside that tangent for an accident. Russell! Why are you all so much faster than me? Get out of my way. Just with Russell, fuck off. Oh, that was a bit naughty. Yeah, they do. Really annoying. Dude, if I did that, I'd get a penalty. Get off me. Just fuck off. You fucking turned in on me. Yeah, it's starting to annoy me, so this game. I need to get better. I need to start judging what they're all going to do a little bit better. Come on. Right, round the outside then. Inside. Brake before I hit someone. Yes, nice. It's giving me bloody warnings.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
Thanks. Just what I needed. And we are low on power. Just what this performance car needs. Come on! I know. It's a bit frustrating, but I'll get more used to certain aspects of the game. I already feel a tiny bit quicker than the other day. It's a bit smoother, and I've got a song stuck in my head by Coldplay. You got higher power. You got me singing every second, dancing every hour. Yeah, you got a higher power. Oh, welcome, David. Hello. So, back on the F1 today. A bit better at it. I'm holding off people behind quite well. Like, normally they're all over me, aren't they? So that's one bonus. Catching the guys in front is not going great. And again. Go, go, car, go. No, 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 don't. Ah, that tiny little flick cost me all that time I gained. What gap is it? It's 1.5 seconds to him in front, half seconds to the guy behind. I hope you're good today, David. Stay there. Do not dive bomb me. Yeah, idiot. Go, 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 go. Sloppy lines. Yeah, I'm good. A little bit tired, just a cumulative from the other day, from yesterday. In fact, you won't have heard about it because you're in our Discord. But I got 3 hours sleep, so I was not in good shape yesterday. Hence no stream. I just could not stay awake. But I actually couldn't sleep till nearly 3 in the morning anyway. So I'm still a little bit tired from that, but otherwise good. Just going to sleep well tonight. And you're welcome to join our Discord as well. She just ran me from behind. If you're interested or have one, you can see some more of the chats between the guys. So 15th, I think that's the best we can.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Thanks, Jeff. I think that's the best we're probably going to do. That was a terrible line to run. We got higher power. Got me singing every second, dancing every hour. Whoa, go car, go. I'll take 15th in a small settle. I need to improve the car. David would be more than welcome. If you do have a Discord, David, and you want to, it's in the description. I think that link should be up to date for the invite. If not, one of the guys can link you up after. Hello, Slayer. How are you? I can tell who's new. Usually because I haven't seen them before. Welcome in. How did you find us? What are you interested in? Where are you from?
Our gap to the car in front is 5.3 seconds.
Yeah, I know, it's not. We're not going to catch him. But Kimmy's not closing on us, so that's decent. Definitely need to get some better lines. I'm a little bit all over the place. But that will come. Don't really like this track.
Gap to teammate behind is 6.8 seconds.
Decent. Come on, Dragovic. Keep up, Dragovic. Keep up with us. Felipe. I'll just call him Felipe. It's easier. Ooh, oh, that was perfect. That was too shallow. No. No slidey. So yeah, they're just cars in front of just driving away. Not good. This is probably my worst track now. Fair enough. Apologies, I'm not very good. Well, not bad. I'm just nowhere near the level of the top guys, unfortunately. Do it for a bit of fun. As we alternate FIFA and Formula 1. Are you from the UK, Slayer, or America at the time? Obviously, get out my way. UK with my accent. Didn't realise it was the last lap already. I've just been driving around. Held them off pretty easily, the guys behind. But catching the guys in front is a massive issue. My car is substantially better. Fair enough. Should we into football or FIFA or anything as well? Because that is our... Shut up, Jeff, you distract me. That's our channel's main thing, really, at the moment. I'm probably technically better at racing games than FIFA, but get off me, Schumacher, go away. But I really need to get better at this game. I don't like being mediocre. Don't you dare dive bomb me. It's not an overtaking place, you know. Go, go, go. It's not the best corner. Schumacher's going to have to go around the outside though. Parking on the apex. Go, go, go. Take that. 15th.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Hello MJ as well, welcome in. My favourite F1 driver, currently, or ever, currently I'm English, Lewis Hamilton. I don't really care what other people think. He is a legend. I love Lando Norris as well though, he's fucking awesome. And I went to Silverstone the other week. Lando Norris was one of the few that at the end of the sprint race, because I went to watch the sprint race on this Saturday, he's one of the few at the end of the race actually slowed down and was waving to the crowd. Lewis didn't seem to do a lot, nor did George Russell, so Lando Norris has got a real place in my heart. But otherwise, all time there's only one, and he's Ayrton Senna. He is the only Formula 1 driver. Anybody else is just very, very good. But I've been to Imola. I've been to Ayrton Senna's statue. I stood next to his statue and cried, because I'm 37 years of age, so I was 10 when Ayrton Senna died. I remember watching it live, but I wasn't actually watching it live. I remember what was happening there. I was at my friend's house, we were getting lunch and we were eating salad, because I remember picking up radishes as his dad screamed, "Oh no, Senna," and we ran into the other room and had a look.
A really solid drive from him today, and one I'm sure the fans enjoyed.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings.
So
Mercedes continue to extend their lead.
Because I was only 10. I think I just turned 10. Yeah, I just turned 10 because it happened in May. And I didn't watch the news late at night or anything else. I remember coming down the next morning and it was on the front page of the paper. It's Ayrton Senna, his helmet, like picture of his face, and I cried for about an hour. Unfortunately. Oh yeah, Verstappen is... I like Verstappen a lot, but he needs to tone it down a tiny bit now. There's having that exuberance with youth, but he's now got 6 years of experience as well, so he needs to combine the two, and then he could be one of the best the sport's ever seen. He is the... I loved Schumacher because of Ferrari, and I like people who are good at what they do. I respect it, and Schumacher was obviously that. But Schumacher didn't excite me in the same way Senna did. I loved it, but there just wasn't a competition. Like when Senna was winning, there was Prost, Mansell, Piquet, Fittipaldi. Like there was numerous top drivers. When Schumacher was winning, you could argue there wasn't. And Max Verstappen, I would say, is the first driver since Ayrton Senna, and maybe Lewis Hamilton did actually, because Lewis Hamilton's first season was incredible. But yeah, Verstappen has something special, and I can't wait to see next year when him and Hamilton go again. So MJ Alfred, so you know MJ Alfred, do you, Osama? I don't recognise them. Is it not? Is it thingy-majiggy? What is that? So that is Usama's channel. You don't need to do that, Usama, you just do this. Fool. Or does that not work for you? Why is that not working? The crash at Silverstone. If it's really difficult. Yeah. See you go, Osama. You don't need to do that. Just type Osama. How do I do? I can't delete the message. Strange. Racing incident is my purest opinion. It's the first lap of a race. Two top drivers, both not willing to give an inch. If you watch a lot of the last 2 years, if they've ended up in that position, Lewis Hamilton has conceded. Because Lewis Hamilton always knew somewhere, somehow he'd get more points, so he didn't have to worry. Whereas this year, he's obviously worried, and he may not get the points to overtake Verstappen, so he has to go for everything. So Verstappen, knowing that, should have done what the driver in the lead of a championship should do. Be like Alain Prost, take the second place. Don't be like Ayrton Senna and drive for first every time. Ayrton Senna would have won probably another world title, and possibly 2 more world titles if he had driven more conservatively at certain stages. He crashed out of 2 or 3 races in the lead just because he was trying to go quicker and quicker. So yeah, I think it was a racing incident. Lewis Hamilton knew what he was doing, and he knew there would be an accident if Max didn't back out. Max had to back out. That's pretty much it. It'd be interesting to see what the stewards do, because they're obviously appealing it again. If anything retrospective happens, I'd be surprised. But yeah, I think it's just 2 top guys at the top of their thing.
Be ecstatic with how you're performing.
I think Max just doesn't want to concede ever, which I understand.
Appreciate your time.
I totally understand Verstappen just keeping his foot in, but sometimes there's a famous old saying in Formula 1 and many racing genres is you can't win it on the first lap, but you can definitely lose it on the first lap, and he lost it on the first lap. Because you never know what's going to happen later in the race. Lewis might have had a bad pit stop. Lewis could have run wide somewhere. He could have made a mistake. And the fact Verstappen kept his foot in and had the accident, which wasn't really needed. That's what I feel overall, really. I think Lewis Hamilton's turned into a pretty respectful professional. He's had a couple of issues, but overall I think Lewis Hamilton's a decent person. There are a few niggling issues with his stance on... I'm not racist at all. Everybody who knows me well enough would know that by now. But I think his stance and push for not equality as such, I don't have nothing against that, but his... Yeah, I suppose it's historic, but I don't know. It's just the fact that like Mercedes used to build cars for the Nazis and the Third Reich, and Hugo Boss and Puma were creators of their uniforms and stuff, and Lewis Hamilton's sponsored by 2 of them and drives for one of them. I know in the modern world it's very difficult to avoid, and anything German could have potentially been linked to that in that era, so, but I can understand why some people are very against him when he gets all mightier than you, when he is sponsored by Hugo Boss. But then again, the people who work for Hugo Boss now had absolutely nothing to do with it, as did none of the Germans who are alive now, pretty much. So it's like, I suppose that opinion's similar to hating the Germans as a Brit still, because I don't hate Germans. My best mate's German. None of those people alive now wanted it. And I think a lot of the people at the time didn't want it, they just conformed, so they didn't get sent to concentration camps and prisons and stuff. It's very hard to know without being in that situation. If you were walking down the street and you saw 10 SS, like you knew what they were, and you saw them taking 2 or 3 people away, like, would you oppose them and become one of those people that are taken away as well, or would you go, yes sir, no sir, you're correct sir, I want to survive today sir? It's a very, very difficult scenario. It's the same with the racism things and Scotland versus England things. Like, we weren't the cause of all those things, but I can still understand why there's that slight issue. The more banter between English and Scottish. And yeah, I will be watching the Hungarian Grand Prix. Except when I work, I've watched every race since Monaco in 1992. So oh my god, why am I so old? Makes me want to cry a lot. Bloody 30 years ago nearly. Nah. So when I think of 30 years ago, I think of like the 1970s. But 30 years ago was the bloody 1990s. It's horrific. You'll all start realising this when you're nearly 40. Like, what on earth has happened? So the ICE needs to be changed. No penalty. Good. What? Why is it saying the Austrian Grand Prix?
I know we would
Sorry, it was the British Grand Prix.
Some of them have failed
Oh, poopies. It's the British Grand Prix. Oh, it's the one after this. Oh, so it goes Austria, Britain, Hungary, Belgium. I don't want to jinx myself. These are 4 of my best tracks. I'd say if not 3 out of my top 5. Austria, Britain and Hungary are 3 of my top 5 tracks. So Hamilton is quite humble in many ways. In many ways he's not, but in many ways he is. Like, he looks after his family, he supports his dad and everything else, and remembers where he came from. The fact that his dad used to have to work 3 jobs to get him into Formula 1, he does remember all that. But also he's a multi-millionaire who's in his early 30s. Like, he's going to want to do some of those things that you might think, if that makes sense. Sorry, I was replying to a clown on the internet. Somebody said, what is the worst invention? Well, what invention causes more harm than good? And he said computer games. They've created a non-interactive generation without basic life skills. To which I've just not fucking tolerated it. Yeah, sorry, I support Man United. So I just replied to him, I game daily, mate, and I'd happily take you on any mental challenge, as you lose badly at every single one. He just replied with LMAO, to which I responded, proof right here, having to use a 13-year-old's acronym. Didn't realise you'd prove me right so quickly. And then he replied with, "You're definitely smartly, wow." And I was just like, well, you've not supplied any intelligent reasons why gaming is bad. I wouldn't want a child playing games for 10 hours a day, but anything in moderation isn't an issue. It's no different from watching TV, going to cinema, or playing card games, is it not? Or is Monopoly a big no-no for you also? I fucking hate idiots on the internet. I just have to make them feel and realise that they're a fucking idiot. Yeah, we'll take the gearbox. You definitely don't want to argue with me unless you know what you're fucking talking about, because I'll just make you look like a twat. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean that as offensive to you, Usama. Or you, Slayer. It is just what happens. Like, it's when people write laugh out loud as LOL. Like, I have refused to use that for about 10 years now. I never write LOL. And it's just an age thing. Like, I can't bring myself to say the word fam, even though I just said it. Or mandem and stuff like that. It's just, I'm 37. Like, that's not the way I learnt to speak or was brought up, etc. It's just, yeah. But yeah, it's not meant offensively in any way. But this adult bloke should do it. Oh, when he was driving for Tolman, David, was that I think it was in '84. He was driving for Tolman, and he would have actually beat Prost that day. So we'll do. That's good. I never want to come across as insulting, but sometimes I just speak without thinking. So we're going to get the easy ones of these complete to get the points. It just sounds weird when I say words like that, Slayer. The mandem, innit? Oh, it's the mandem. Yeah, let's see. I don't. What? Get back. We'll do that. Still got that Coldplay song stuck in my head. 'Cause you've got a higher power. Six minutes left. So come on. Be kind to me. Be kind to me. Yes. Oh, you've got higher power. Yeah, he does. That's sort of Marky's generation and Marky's culture as well. He lives in London. It's a very slangy community and stuff. God, I need to put a heater on. I've got my fan on, but it's actually making me cold. Has anybody been watching any of the Olympics so far? I haven't caught any yet, to be honest. I've heard Britain is doing really well. No. How do I get... Stupid thing. Why... Right, be kind to me. I don't understand what's going on. Oh, it failed. Excellent. You bastards. And you got higher power. Why can't I go... I can't remember how to do this properly. What's going on? Oh, turbo durability. Tunisia is doing well. Oh, you... So it was 9... Oh, it was 70%. Oh, you're fucking pissing me off. Do something. You've just wasted a whole bloody session, bud. You better pass that. Yeah, bloody idiot. Yeah, you said about someone getting a medal the other day, didn't you? Was that for Tunisia? I also heard today as well, Bermuda got a gold medal in Bermuda. What did Bermuda get theirs into? Ah, it may be gymnastics. But they're the smallest nation in history to ever get a gold medal in the Olympics. I wonder how many people live in Bermuda. Let's have a look. Let's use Google. Bermuda. Bermuda. Do 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 do. Population, where are you? No way. Fuck off. That's ridiculous. Holy bloody moly. So, yeah. Search on YouTube 18th century Badman Roman parody. I will, Slayer. I'll probably hate it, but I will do it after the stream. So, Bermuda won a gold medal, and the population of Bermuda would fit inside Old Trafford and Wembley, I think. So their population is around 72,000. That's it. And they won a gold medal. So imagine putting everybody or filling Old Trafford. One of those people would be good enough to win a gold medal in the Olympics. That's pretty incredible. Ah, I see. Sort of. What is happening? Now be kind. Pass. Pass. How much time have I got left? 2 minutes. Excellent. Useless. Oh, okay. I'll be honest, I still don't even know what roadmen fully means. I know it means something strange. I want to be gangsters or something. Right. Let me read what Urban Dictionary says about roadman. Right, good. Just sounds like a bunch of twats. Basically, Usama, from what I could read very briefly on Urban Dictionary, roadmen are losers. Hey Serena, welcome in. I guess so, because I saw your subscription. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Usama was wondering about you as well. Yeah, only cowards carry knives. Cowardly cowards. Brazil got a gold medal in surfing. Oh, did they? Ah, he takes the piss out of them. Oh, okay. Well, I can get more in line with that as well then. Sounds decent, so I'll probably watch that after. How have Brazil been getting on overall, David? Gold in windsurfing is pretty cool. No, or just surfing, sorry, I didn't see if it was wind or not. Welcome back, Sai. Hello, hello. You've timed it perfectly because we're about to qualify for what should be the track I'm quickest at. I should be able to qualify in the top 15 easy here. Should. Come on. You got my power. How bloody slow is my car? What is going on? Let's restart the session, because hopefully that'll put me back in the pits and I might be able to, yeah, Or more top speed, because there's only 4 corners on this. Don't really need downforce. Oh, so what's the point saying? Oh, I'm in 10th place, yay! Shows we haven't seen much of Fox recently. His points been the same for a couple of weeks. The time it doesn't help, I know, because he works now. Nah. That was poop. Oh, Serena has no points in a minute. You'll get them. Usama. Oh, that wasn't what I was meant to do. Would you... No, Marky hasn't been in as much recently either. Remember who this is, and then later on I can get some points. Who won? Tell me. Come on. Go. You can't actually tell me. David wins. Oh, why is my car so bloody slow? It's ridiculous. Last. Fudge. Oh. Something's broken. Not broken, worn out. Sure I changed. Right. Restart session. I think I need to change something. Stop it! It's going on. Yeah. No penalty. No penalty. No penalty. Right, definitely need to do that. And that. And now it should be better. So apologies guys. That's much better. It's not much better, but it's much better. Oh, goodness sake! I'm driving like a bloody spanner. Come on. What the... Oh, why can't I do this? I don't think I'm ever going to blow up, but of course I will. So, listening to FIFA Bros, right, obviously he started his channel 4 years ago. He's at the level he's at, so... Fuck off, why are you just driving away from me? Of course, to go away, yes, just fit it. If there's no penalty, why would I not want to? Right, fuck it. How's that done 50? Oh, I put it into practice, what's it? Right, now please, let me keep up with the car at least a little bit. My 22nd! Christ's sake. Oh, turn. Really need a new controller. I've been saying this for weeks. Probably should have got back to the camera. Because I better use the camera. I'm always smoking. Please go, car, for fuck's sake. I'm on my 22nd, for Christ's sake, man. This is one of my better tracks. I'm not doing it greatly, but... I finished 22nd, that's disgusting. That's good, Serena. Well, not that you can't sleep, but you thought about it. 20... Fuck off! Right, sorry guys. I'm not fucking qualifying 22nd for this race. Apparently I am, but I'm not. Piss off. Annoying me. Right. I will remember the OGs. I actually know what that means. Oh, that wasn't the best. So if I could get better at this, we'd keep people here on the track with people. And I really need to spend a day where I'm not playing it online and just grind out. I don't know how it feels. We've got higher power. Dancing every minute. No, dancing, singing every second, dancing every hour. Oh, let's go. That could have been worse. I'm gonna get 19th. Great. And honestly, watching that lap, I wasn't great, but I wasn't bad. And how bloody far behind those Mercedes am I?
And with qualifying
insane.
complete, let's review our top three today. Bottas,
3 seconds maybe.
Max Verstappen. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started.
3
Make
seconds
sure
on a
to
minute
join us
track is
again
not
for
good.
Lights Out tomorrow.
2.1. 2.2. So I was 2 turns ahead of my teammate. Oh, the Williams and the Ragnar Racing are getting really left behind in the development race. Which is not good. But this game, for some reason, I think it's like the old Formula 1 games. The computer is much better at qualifying than racing for some reason. So this race coming up, we should get a bit better. I don't know if this still works. We'll see. Oh, yeah, it does work. And I promised David, didn't I?
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg, and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship, except the very first back in 1964.
David gets slightly more because he won the winner thing.
And his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today with 25 points.
You can try Osama, but I don't know if Streamlabs only listens to me for that.
It's one of the short
I'm pretty sure Streamlabs only listens to me.
Here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The fence starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton complete.
So what happens with the points though? You get 1 point for every 5 minutes, I think, or something. So yeah, it shows you've been here quite a while. And eventually, once we do become periodically bigger, whoever's top of the charts gets their moderator. So Usama already has it. Sai already has it. Oh, David shot up into third because of that. So David will be the next to be modded. But yeah, that's what I'm using the points for, to show a loyalty. Come on. This car is so bad, but just driving past me. Out my way, out my way. Well done, Williams. Nearly taking me out. Thank you so much. Now's a pin. Ooh, I hate this game. Size of Our size getting decent points even though he doesn't comment as much. I see, I thought you only got it if you commented. Georgie, boy. A bit rude. Who the fuck is that? Fuck you, Giovinazzi.
Are you alright? Let me know you're alright.
Fucking idiot. Giovinazzi. Get off me, Mazepin. Oh. Get off me! Fucking twat! Fuck off! Stupid fucking game. Fucking brake if you're attached to me. Fucking difficult. Oh, good. Just pull out in front of me. Oh, I should
Are you
brake
okay?
me.
That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Who did Fluminense lose to? Gremio made me 60 quid last night. I bet on Gremio to win 3-0. I think they won 3-0. It cashed out for me, so I won the money. It's Gremio, my second team in Brazil. My first team is Corinthians, thanks to Ayrton. Get off my fucking car! You're a fucking twat!
Are you alright?
Seriously,
Engine
fuck off! How many fucking times do you want me to crash? Who was that this time? Alonso. Right, I'm as tight as I can go for now though, thanks. Oh no, it's Ocon. Fucking Ocon. I hate Ocon. On games. It's a bit harsh otherwise. On racing games, he's a pain in the arse. To everybody, it seems. Right, we're going for a point this race, somehow. We're going to get a point. Aren't we? Somehow? No, maybe not. You've got higher power. Oh my days, terrible line. Got away with it. Go, go, go. So I'm not looking at chat. I think you can guess why. I randomly saw that message, and I have seen a couple of his episodes. I saw when he got a couple of the YouTube footballers on to try and score goals past him. I can't remember their names. Oh, Sonoda around the outside. Wow, my car is fucking. Oh my days!
You might make a mistake.
No, well, it doesn't matter if he does. I can't keep up. This car is disgusting. I'm not enjoying my team shit. Fuck off. Turn. Yeah, well done, Mazepin. You deserve that.
Okay, clear. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can
Right,
use DRS
nice
when you are
to
within
meet you.
1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Thanks. I have Usama yet. About Ben Foster. I've watched a couple of his vids. Well, only 2. Not really bothered. But the collab with the 2 YouTubers was decent, where they're taking free kicks and pens and stuff against him. W2B. Oh fuck no. And I just looked at chat. That is why you don't look at chat, even if you're terrible.
Let me know you're okay.
so annoying. Seriously, how's he quicker than that bit? Turn! It's like I got fucking wing damage all the time.
Are you okay? That was a
I'm
nasty hit.
physically
Turn the engine off and
fine.
wait for the
Mentally, I'm
marshals.
starting to lose my fucking shit. Fuck off. This is not fun, trundling around at the bloody back all the time. Oh, steer cut, for Christ's sake. The Alfa Romeo is absolutely raping us. Oh my god. Steer already. Good.
Okay, gap
Break,
ahead
break.
is 1.5 seconds.
And it's just going to increase and increase and increase. 1.7, good. Yeah, piss off. Even if it's for 15th.
This is your final lap of the race.
Having 15th. Suck it. Get out my face. You ain't taking it, Mazepin. Especially you. Anybody else I might consider, but not you. Brake. Fuck off. Get in the grass. Get on the grass. Go on. Good. It's only my teammate behind me now. And he's catching me. Why is this so terrible? I don't know how to fix it. Steer! Oh my days. Honestly.
That was a heck of an impact.
Oh,
Let me know
shut
you're
up,
okay.
Jeff. Stop driving with fucking broken wings all day. Oh my god. Piss off. We should get round that corner. Honestly. And this one, but it can't. Fucking joke. Every practice session they're failing as well, so not getting any resource points. Oh my god. We're so terrible. Good.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
We overtaken down the bloody start line. Fucking hell. This is meant to be fun. Driver, I'm not the fucking driver of the day. You can suck it. It's fucking terrible.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here. So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrow.
Well, it's our second driver of the day. Totally undeserved.
Let's have a look then at the driver's standings. Well, the gap at the top of the championship has
Did
been
we
cut
even get
down
it?
after a difficult race today for our championship
This
leader.
went from
Let's
19th
focus on
to
the driver of the
16th.
day.
That's
Anthony
ridiculous.
Davidson, who do you pick?
I have to give it to King. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone else did a better job today.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead.
And usually right around
Well,
that track.
Ants, an end to another fantastic weekend of...
And one after Usama, you need to put them as if they're brackets. Like this.
So that was It's safe to say you're smashing everyone's expectations, isn't it?
Go down.
How do you feel the competition is for you?
Yeah.
It was more like
I'm not really reading it. Go away.
appreciate your time.
Yeah, and after, David. Before and after Usama. Jeebus. You can just start on a computer as well. If you just type this, it comes up and you can click on it. Like that. But if you're on a phone or something, you can't do that. But on a computer, yeah. There you go. Alright, I better be spending these R&D points. We need a better car. Just starting to do my Sweden. That's all good, Usama. Trying to explain things to people can sometimes do that. If you recall the Sunday tournament, that was fun for about half an hour while we all wanted to murder each other. Alright, we'll take that. We need all the upgrades we can get. Race simulations, make my driver better. Simulator training. Doing everything we can to make you better, mate. There we go. Facilities, right, we've got some money to spend. Why are you not upgrading stuff? Say, people. No, I don't want to do that. I'll do that. And we'll do nothing else because we ain't got any money. Serena has Discord. Have you joined ours? Part failed. Why have you made this so difficult? Should just be able to click on shit. Seriously, I don't know. How do I fix it? Why can't I fix it? But yeah, you're welcome to join our Discord. That won't work, Osama. Oh, fucking game. Can I not do anything now because they're in charge of it and they're obviously not doing bloody anything? Seriously. I don't... Good, yes, whatever.
I appreciate you taking the time to help.
I pressed agree. It's in the description. Should be in the description. You do too. What? Sigh. I remember the Sunday tournament thing. Is it that maybe? So it's hard to keep up with a chat that's obviously behind my thingamajiggy. No one's fault, obviously. You don't have Discord, David. Well, welcome to obviously join if you'd ever download it. Our little group, we've got our own little Discordy. We chat some rubbish on there, make sure everybody's having a good day.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's in the link, in the description, Usama. It's really easy to find. I just clicked on it already. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, it's It's only a small little section of us. But it's good to keep everybody together and in touch. Yeah, that Sunday tournament. That was difficult for a little while. We need to do another one of those. We need to do something else. Get everybody interacting again. Since Foxy started his job and since you've moved, everything's gone very quiet between everybody. I know I went quiet as well for a little time with my new job and stuff, so we just need to pick each other up and pull each other through and do some other bits, maybe. Driver market. We're gonna not have any money. Dragovich is $1 million now. Standings. We still only have that 1 point from the first race. It's not very realistic in the fact that Lewis is first and thingamajig Bottas is second. Well, it's not really giving Verstappen the points and credits he deserves, really. Let's check the Discord. Has a Serena appeared? Not yet. No Serena yet. If that other new guy stays in Discord but doesn't come into streams, that could be quite annoying. It doesn't work. What do you mean? It doesn't work. Which description did he get? Oh, he gave you the wrong one. That's an old one. This one will work. Because the links only last for 7 days, Usama, so depending where you found that one. That's all good, Si. But also, don't let whatever you're trying to do take over from what you enjoyed previously. Yeah, well, it's all good. Hence why I said it was in the description of this stream, because I make sure I update it prior to changing the description and stuff. Same as the description has changed a little bit because it obviously is a second episode now rather than first episode. Ooh, I've got bad burpees, I apologise. Burpee. So we can see her now. So we need to do what we've done for everybody else. Some alliteration. Alliteration. Do. And then we need to get the bot to do its thing. Was that how you did it? I don't remember how to do it anymore. Nope, that's not it. Usama, come to Discord to help me. What is going on? Oh, that was it. Is that it? Why does it not work? Usama, why is this... Anybody that remembers me doing this. It doesn't work. Why is the bot not doing its thing? list of commands for Martine. Let's go back to the start. Oh, wish people... No, I don't. Why is it not flipping? How did I do the flips? People have spammed the blooming folder. Soon it will be better. Oh boy, it's help me. My internet's being rubbish. We need to get the name flipped. We can't just leave it like that. I've left the other one like that for reasons I will explain in private or something sometime. What do you mean, error? Oh, I think the bot's dead. Maybe the bot's dead. That's not good. How do you put your Discord in your YouTube thing? I just add it each time, so it's in my description, but you really need a laptop and some other stuff to be doing it easily. Going through all of it on your phone and stuff is going to be a pain in the ass, because you have to go into your studio and edit it each time. So I think when you do your stream, you basically just hit stream from your PlayStation and let it do its thing, whereas I set up the stream, I go onto my laptop, I edit the description, I edit the title, I add the thumbnail, and then I update the information in the description, so make sure that the Discord link is up to date and some other things. So that's why I don't come in the stream straight away and I'm like, I'm coming, hello, I'm here, when you guys dive in at the start. Oh no, have I just wasted that whole practice session? Where's it go? Oh no. Today's not going well. Yeah, it's all good, so if you need to go, you need to go. To be honest, I'm probably gonna maybe end Formula 1. I'll try and do the British Grand Prix. If I'm as terrible in that one as the others, we'll be calling it a day then. It's just stressing me out. Advance. Oh yeah. Well, please pass it. Please pass. Yay, baby. Yeah, you're obviously welcome to stay, but we wouldn't think badly if you went now. What do you mean? Oh, I thought they failed it. I was about to go mental. So there's no time. Okay. There is no time. Yeah, send Discord messages as well, man. Like either to the servers or to little group ones, whichever feels best. I think I might need to shave as well. All my hair is too long on my face. How did I mess that up? Anyway, I did mess it up and costing us the resource points I was moaning about, that we need resource points. How can this be a 50% success rate? All you have to do is press a button. Oh, they did it. There's 50% chance. Come on. Oh, he's a little beaut. Look at that. We did things. That's cool as Si. Go and rest up well. In fact, we're only going to do qualifying. We're not going to do this race, because I'm going to do the same. We're all going to... you hear that? We're all going to look after our mental health and each other's today. So, Si is leaving now, and he's going to go and rest, and we're all going to say goodnight to Si, and he's going to be cool with it and go and chill. And we are all going to be ending in about 10 minutes anyway. So to be fair, Si is welcome to stay till the end now. Like, we won't nag at you to go if you want to stay to the end. We're only going to be live for another not even 10 minutes. I'm going to do the qualifying and that's it. Because I'm still tired from the malarkey. Take care, Si. Much love, bro. And even though I'll end the stream, like, if people are not tired and want to chat in Discord, I'm happy to chat some rubbish in Discord. I'm always awake till about 3 in the morning. So I'm always there. We'll just go with the standard. And see how we get on. Okay. I wasn't driving. I'm gonna have to restart this session. That's so stupid. Yeah, so after I've done this qualifying lap, I'm gonna put on a film or something in the dark and just do nothing. I think after like everybody's had the last few weeks, it's just sensible to be sensible. After FIFA Bros video today, mental health should be at the top of our minds. I may do a stream similar, talking about my history and what you can get through. We'll see. Serena, are you still messed up from the like lockdown and stuff? That really messed up mine. Being off work for 6 months, having to stay in on my own, alone. So I've learned to sleep from like 4 in the morning to midday-ish, which is great for the shift I do now. I still feel tired. Why is this... Oh, I hate being so far behind. I'm not even driving that badly. Looks like I am. Oh, hold on. Serena sleeps at 4 AM as well, usually. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I can't seem to sleep much before that. I suppose if I laid down now I'd sleep because I'm yawning and my body's doing its thing. But the other day before yesterday, or yesterday, night before yesterday, I don't know. But I only got 3 hours sleep, and then I still managed to stay awake till 3 in the morning the next day. Oh, have you lost your mum, Serena? I'm sorry to hear that. my brain has been dealing with things related to that. Both my parents are in their 70s, and watching my mum has MS and my dad is basically her carer, but he has high blood pressure and a lot of health issues himself. And going round, when I went to Silverstone, obviously there was the issue with the cat getting run over as well, and watching how my parents are, it hurts. I've probably cried nearly every day since I went round 2 weeks ago, imagining, like not even imagining, just wondering, like I don't think I'm going to cope well. So Usama and Serena, I respect you a lot, even as a 37-year-old guy to two people that are a lot younger. I don't know how I'm going to deal with it. I'm actually scared of having to deal with it. I'm not going to cry on stream again. I just don't want to be alone. And I'm really scared that I'm going to be alone. I'm 37. I live on my own already in an 8-foot square room. Once I come in from work, I don't see anybody till I go back to work. I'm really scared how my brain's gonna process that over the next few years. I'm just scared in general with the ongoing issue that the world's having, that I don't necessarily think it's as true as it is, and all the stories I've heard relating to the other side, deaths from the vaccine, what the vaccine's going to start doing to people in the next few years. Like, that's really scary as well. I hope it's all not true, and I hope all of you, before you get a vaccine, do some thorough research. Don't just listen to the mainstream medias. Go online, read all the side effects linked to each one. Don't just get it because we're being told to. Please. If there's anything you take from me on any of my streams, anything, think about what is going on in the world right now. I do not trust them. Good news, my cat's probably going to be okay. He returned home with his broken leg and dislocated hip, and apparently he's relatively okay. I spoke to my dad for a little while. He's eating, pottering about, going out in the garden, enjoying the sun. He probably can't run as much and can't walk as much as he did before, but at least he is enjoying what he has, so that's a good thing. I'm glad I didn't push for the sleep option for the cat. And I will never push for the sleep option for me. No matter how bad it seems, you never know what tomorrow's going to bring you. And you can't see tomorrow if you're not here. And as the song I love at the moment says, you've got a higher power. You never know what you might do. I still believe I have a purpose in life. I don't know what it will be or who it will be for. But I should have died 3 times already by now. Being born so premature, being in a 120-mile-per-hour car accident, choking on mint. It's 3 times. I should have been taken. Yeah, I'm really glad the cat's good. Anyway, I paused it because I was going to show you where I was stood at the weekend. So this is coming into Brooklands. And then this next corner is Luffield. And there's a grandstand. Yeah. So you see where that... It's not quite what it is like in real life. So, that grandstand there, roughly where the Brazil flag is, there's like a standing area. So I was stood roughly where that Brazil flag is, and right up against the fence. So that JCB thing, I was within 2 feet of the JCB, so I could touch that JCB, the one that's behind the green Aramco sign. So roughly where that, see where that man's roughly stood. You can see him in front of the Italy flag now, in front of the white of the Italy flag. I would have been stood next to him, because I was within throwing distance of a... I spoke face to face with one of the... Where's it got? There it is. With one of the trackside marshals. So yeah, where that guy stood in the Italy flag, I was stood pretty much there. So we could see all of this corner. Maybe a little bit further back than they are. But yeah, so that's where I was stood when I went to watch the F1. Roughly where that JCB, between the JCB and in between the JCB and the grandstand. So that's the corner we were at. So you could see him go all the way down this straight. It's pretty sweet. We had a decent view. It's where me and my dad have stood every time we've ever gone. We've been to Silverstone a lot when I was younger. And back in that day, it used to be the final corner. Oh, I didn't press the right button. That used to be the final corner leading onto the straight. This used to be the finish straight. So that used to be a great corner to stand on. Now it's not the finish straight anymore. They've redesigned Silverstone, but... So this used to be... I definitely need a new controller as well. It's not helping. So... meh. Sometimes it oversteers, sometimes it doesn't steer. You can always handle more, Usama. Just imagine what it could be like. I know it's hard, and they say you shouldn't really do that, but we're very lucky living in the places most of us live, and us even more so in England. So that's one advantage. Your own personal health is decent. Mental health is always... Oh, fuck off, this game is winding me up. I just can't fucking drive it. I think I just need to call it a day. Just too tired all the time. I'm just not focusing properly. My level of focus has probably been like 30%. Like, it's shocking. And when I get in those rages and I just focus and don't even chat, I'm FIFA. I'm not doing that today. I try and remember that when things are bad, like how life must be in certain parts of Africa, like Ethiopia and Sudan and Djibouti, Somalia. And then I watched... Oh, I just can't be bothered. I'm getting tired of this. It's winding me up. I'm too tired today. I'm calling it there. But we can still talk. Senna still continues to inspire many Brazilians. I'm glad. I still love him. I still love Ayrton Senna. I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, that's pretty sucky, Usama, but you've still, you and your mum have got each other. Like, just have to remember that. It's difficult at this initially, and will always be worse. And maybe it's for the best as well. You can start new memories, a new place, like being where you were with your dad is. There's always going to be triggers and stuff. So potentially moving is a better option for your mum and you anyway. That's alright, Serena. There's a difference between being too sensitive and being human. I don't think anybody is too sensitive. I think too sensitive would be if I said something and you went off the handle for no reason. That's being too sensitive. Say if I said that you spell things wrong, like I don't think you do, I haven't noticed anything, but then you went mad and didn't talk to me for days and cried, that would be being too sensitive. Being empathetic and feeling other people's pain is not. If I see another person crying, I cry. If I imagine certain things, I cry. If I watch certain TV things, I cry. If I watch Ayrton Senna's funeral, I cry. If I watch Ayrton Senna crashing, I cry. If I hear Ayrton Senna saying certain things, I cry. Like there's one interview with Ayrton Senna when they were talking to him about life and him and as a man, and it's really sad because he died when he was 34. Like, he's younger than I am. He's like, that doesn't make sense to me, because when I was 10 he was my idol, and how he could have done all that stuff, and I'm 37 and I've done nothing with my life. I've not influenced anybody, and he influenced millions of people. And there's one point he says that he learns every day as a human being and as a man, and that he wants to continue learning how to be a man, and that he's got many years to learn this, because the Formula 1 life is very short, but his other life will be very long. I can't watch that interview without crying, because he died 6 months later. He didn't have the time he thought. Men who don't cry, that's not healthy. There's something called toxic masculinity, which is where men force other men to feel the wrong types of emotions. And that's probably also why my age group and my sex is the ones that kill themselves the most. Men between 30 and 40 are the most likely to commit suicide of any age group, and gender, sexuality, etc., etc. And I feel it. Trust me, I feel it. I know why they do, especially if they've got a family. As I say, I live alone. I don't have any dependents. But if I had a kid or someone or a wife that depended on me, and I've had the issues I've had, yeah, that would not be good. Yeah, not a good time in Streamlabs. Nobody can delete him except me. So when you say people made fun of you at high school, is that because you would get upset when you heard certain things or felt certain things, and then they'd laugh. Like, I'm just trying to understand what it is. And was that because of something that happened to you, Serena? So we're going to call it a night on the gaming, but we're going to sit and chat. I'm going to sit and chat to you all, learn some things. I'm going to become an agony aunt in the end. I'm not going to be a streamer. I'm just going to come online, let people come online, and we're going to talk through problems. That's what my channel will eventually become. And I'm more than happy with that. Ragnar's recovery. I think Sai has fallen asleep, which is good. That's right, Serena. And if you both want, we can end it and we can just chat in Discord if you want to keep it not online. Okay. With that, Usama, there's not a lot you can do in a way. I don't want to sound blasé. The religion thing's a really difficult one because you can't get out of it, and unfortunately with the radicalised, that's all that a lot of people will see, especially on the news and everything else, and kids at school more so are less educated. They don't know other than what they're told, and if their parents are not necessarily the nicest or less educated as well, then they're not going to be educated well, and then all they see on the news is what they're going to learn until they're taught about it at school. And even so at school, I don't think the teaching is correct of religious education. It literally teaches you the facts. It doesn't teach you any emotion behind it, any feeling, any history. I think schools need to do a lot more in relation to life, not just what you need to know. Like, yes, we all need to know how to draw a circle, whatever, draw a circle, understand 5 times 5 is 25, pi is 3.14159, 52, etc. 3.14159, 526, no, 3.14159, 535, yeah, that's where I went wrong, 2644. I can't remember it anymore. I need to read it again. I can remember it, but it's, again, just slowly filtered down my brain. But yeah, there's lots of things at school that you're taught that are not necessary. Like your thing the other day that you asked me about, my beard growth being continuous something. Like, that's completely irrelevant in adult life. Whereas teaching kids at school to understand the tax system, how to deal with stresses and anxieties, like the level of anxiety and stress that you'll gain from going for your first job interview and stuff, like, you don't know how to deal with it, and at school they need to really put kids in those situations more, rather than it all being nicey. Like, this is why I want to become a teacher. I want a couple of these things to come from me, even if the government don't want to do it. The syllabuses, like at school especially, the 2 or 3 things that are so much more important, like understanding the tax system is huge. Like, I still barely understand it, and I've been told and taught about it. There's certain things in schools they need to do more of, and yes, schools definitely should do that, Serena. But again, it comes down to the individual teaching it. If you had me teaching life lessons in relation to how to approach each other, how to deal with different sexualities, different genders, different race, even though you shouldn't necessarily treat them differently, you do still have to treat them differently. Like going over to Japan, you can't act how you would if you went to Saudi Arabia, and you can't act in Saudi Arabia how you would in America. So we need to really be taught more as children about different cultures and histories and people and how and why and who. I find it incredibly interesting watching things about the tribes in the Amazon and stuff like that, where there's people that we still haven't come into contact with, or the people that live on Sentinel Island. If you've not heard of that, another amazing place. So Sentinel Island is around 100 kilometers from India, I believe, maybe less. And the people who live on the island still live as how we did 10,000 years ago, I think they said. So they still hunter-gatherers, spears, kill the meat, eat the meat, cook the meat. They don't know anything of our modern life. If they came to our civilization, we would be like aliens. They would, which is so different. But yeah, they should teach us more related to that as well, I think. And the other biggest thing they really need to do is take boys to the side and teach them how to respect women in a way. Like the level of sexual harassment and abuse from men to women, rather than vice versa, is still far too high. Men need to stop being fucking assholes and realise that women deserve more. It's not men, all men, like me and Usama are obviously respectable and we've been raised well, but men in general are fucking cunts. Apologies for my language. Sorry, I was cleaning something and yanked the headset out my ear. But yeah, in general, men are fucking assholes. And I don't want to sound racist, religionist, culturist, but unfortunately, Osama, it seems that in your society it's allowed more as well, where Muslim men think they're superior to women, and unfortunately they're not. Everybody is born a woman at the end of the day, and then you're pumped with hormones, so they can jog on for all I care if they think they're better than women. If you're a man that treats a woman as if they're below you, no, I don't want to know you. Don't want to tolerate that. Women are more than our equal. None of us would be alive if it wasn't for a woman. Your father sounds like a very intelligent man. The fact that you can go against most of your peers takes a lot of courage, especially when it comes to religious things, because I'm sure a lot of Iman and is it Iman or Imam, I can never remember, will still preach in that way. I've never read the Quran, I probably never will, but I would imagine it doesn't say word for word men are better than women, treat them worse than you would your brother. I can't imagine it says it like that, word for word, or anything that would imply that. 'Cause why would any god that's created a planet for us all to live on and enjoy think that one sex, old school sex, I don't want to be disrespectful to all the other things around at the moment, other genders, other sex, no, it's other genders, isn't it? I think you still only have two sexes, I can't remember, but without being disrespectful in the modern world, that why would a god create that diversity or that difference? He wouldn't. There's no way. He would think of everybody the same, and it's the same whether you're black, white, Asian. Like the god or the deity, or if you believe in those things that created a planet, why would he think that a black man is less than a white man? So anybody who thinks that who is religious is a fucking idiot. And I apologise for saying that word, but that's the only way you can describe some people. Like any Christians who believe that Christians are better than Muslims, or any Christian that believes men are better than women, or any Christian that believes a white man is better than a black man isn't a fucking Christian. You're just a knob. And I believe that for most religions, to be honest. If you're religious and you believe that God loves all things the same and created this planet, this beautiful planet, like if you look at some of the stuff like in New Zealand and South Africa and the animals and all the other stuff that we as humans are slowly fucking up as well. Like, why would God allow that? Why would God create a thing like that? He wouldn't. So either God doesn't exist and it was created by a big bang and luck and everything else that science shows us, which I believe still happened, but whether there was a God figure behind forcing that, like I can accept that. I don't fully disbelieve enough to not accept that, because most Christians accept that the story in Genesis is a story. God did not create one human being and then break the ribs off of them and then create another one out of the ribs and tell them not to eat the bloody apple. Like, that's all bollocks, and even Christians realise that. But it's a depiction of what God was going through in the process of the Big Bang and creating the universe and all parts of it, which I can accept. I can understand that. And there's just so many other things. It just doesn't sit right. Most people who are not racist are anti-racist. Most non-racist people will call out racism, or I would hope they would. Sometimes, if you're alone and there's 30 other people being racist, it's probably best to shut up and walk away and leave the fucking idiots to themselves. But rather than getting attacked or injured, nothing's worth that. Fight on, fight another day. You can pass your message on another day if you're still alive. You can't if you're dead. So it just depends. But yeah, most people who are not racist are anti-racist. I'm sorry to hear that as well, Serena. So, being an older person again, they're not your friend. If someone who you thought cared about you and you care about can go behind your back and discuss you personally to a detrimental way, in a bad way, they're not your friend. And then you have to also just be a little careful with the friend who told you. Did she tell you purely because she is truly your friend and wanted to make sure you know everything? Just make sure it's that, and not that she's trying to, I don't know who's who and what the situation is. But also I think girls act differently with each other. I think it's just sometimes a girl with girls thing. I remember my sister always coming home from school saying, so and so did this, so and so did this, so and so did this. Whereas boys, it doesn't seem to happen to the same sort of extent. I don't know if that's changed with people different generations and stuff, just the way my generation of lads used to be together. But I just get that sense that boys don't really get that bitchy, girly thing, where you sort of backstab each other for no reason. I may be wrong. For men and boys, it's usually a bigger issue, physical or or racist and stuff like that. That's what I mean. Yeah, it seems like girls have falling outs over more what we might consider trivial things, whereas boys don't seem, just from the way my sister was. I don't know, David, it might go the other way, you never know. From what I've been reading and everything I've investigated, I don't think any of this stuff that the world is going through is going to go away anytime soon. I think we're in this for a long haul. I really hope I'm wrong, but if in a year or two's time, just message me and say you were right, because I think you will have to. I've got a really bad feeling about what's going on. But we'll see. We won't put any negative thoughts on that at the minute. But you can only make the best of your life with what we're given as well. That's what I say to my mate who's really worried by it all. If the governments are all planning together and they are doing all these things together, you just got to live the life you can and the best you can and be the best person you can be. Don't worry about what other people do to you. Don't worry about how governments or things influence you. All you can be is the best person you can be, and take from other people the good and realise the bad. So with the emotive side, like I know it's perfectly fine for me to cry, and I've cried on stream live in front of people. I'd do it again if I had to. People who truly care will always truly care. And also, I don't know how old David is, but I am old, and a lot of these things you guys are going through, when you start getting to my age, you realise they never mattered anyway. If that makes sense. I don't want to sound cold and cold-hearted, but I don't think. Well, I just don't think you'll find they do matter too much. A lot of stuff that happens in school and how kids are is just kids being kids. Kids are assholes, unfortunately, because it's a maturity thing. Like, kids always, not all kids, but most kids always want to be better than you. They always want to be, like, my dad's taller than your dad, my dad's got a bigger car than your dad, my dad's smarter than your dad, my dad would beat up your dad, my brother's bigger than your brother. Like, once you start hitting 20, 25, 30, like, people who do that, like, don't have any friends anymore. And people like me, Serena, Usama, you'll attract the right people naturally as well. You can try, David, and everybody can try to be optimistic, but everybody goes through down phases, so it's just about bouncing back when you do. It's being optimistic is good. Just got to remember that you're going to have the down phases. I've said this a lot on streams, and I say it to everybody who goes through difficult times. The human brain is designed to be negative. 80% of all human brain interaction and thoughts is negative, through evolution, for protection. When we were cavemen, single dwellers pretty much, like, you had to fend for yourself, you had to look after your wife, yourself, or your partner, and you had to be paranoid that the other cavemen was going to come to your cave and steal your wife. You had to be paranoid that you wouldn't have enough food because you were going to die. You had to believe that that cat would kill you, because then it gave you the strength to overcome that. So 80% of all our brain function is negative to protect us, to make us overcome the potential problem that's there. So you have to remember that as well. And when you're going through those bad moments, when you're having those thoughts that are 80% negative, think of me saying 80% of your thoughts are negative. I hope it might just snap you back for a second. And the biggest saying and the biggest thing is, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like the number of times I've come close to ending it or killing myself, thought of my family, thought of my best mate, and football. Like, I'm determined to live until England win the World Cup. Not a major title, till England win the World Cup. It probably won't happen, but I'm not going to be the one that takes away the chance. God's going to have to take away my chance, no one else. Or Harry Krishna or Allah or whoever's in charge. .5'2" is quite short, isn't it, for a guy? But then again, I think different cultures, like, heights are slightly different in different ways as well. I've known a lot of Sri Lankan guys in a few jobs and stuff I've done recently, and they seem shorter on average than the white Europeans and stuff. And then obviously Japanese and Chinese always seem a little bit shorter as well. It's interesting also, because I think the Scandinavians are really tall, like especially the Icelandic for some reason. They seem massive. Do I believe in reincarnation? No. Not much really to expand on that. I don't see where or how. Unfortunately, and it's really, really sad, I think this is it, which is really depressing. So I hope you all do believe in something else, because it gives you that hope. It gives you the chance to think, like, when at the end there's going to be something else, whereas I don't. That probably doesn't help my mental health. But yeah, I'm kind of at the thought, once this is over, it's over, because your memories die with you, your soul passes on or whatever. And so if you believe in reincarnation, you can't believe in heaven and hell or an afterlife, because you can't have both. And I'd rather believe in an afterlife than reincarnation. If we have reincarnation, we're fucked. You're never going to meet anybody again. You're never going to see anybody again. It's just going to be a never-ending cycle of life and death, and never having family or friends for eternity, sort of thing. I'd rather believe in that. But again, I can't, because where and how and why, it just doesn't make sense to a atheist, and to somebody who processes every little thing, like, over and over again to figure out why or how or when. It's why I know so many random things, because I read about it. And there's nothing I've read about that gives me the idea that there's anything else. I don't think so, Osama, no. I think people, when they've yeah, I don't know. There's obviously still bits of me that are still, as I say, I don't know. Because there's odd things that just occur to some people that make you think, like, that makes no sense logically. Like when people go into a coma or get hit on the head and can randomly speak another language out of nowhere, even though that they've never, like somebody could speak French fluently even though they've never learnt French, been to France or anything. How can that happen? There's no logical explanation for that. They haven't been to France, they've never been taught French, they don't know anybody French, they've not watched French TV, they've had no French activity at all. They don't even know the word bonjour. And they then go into a coma and come out of it speaking perfect French, but not English. So to try and explain that with the thought of no reincarnation, no afterlife, no... That is really difficult, because the only thing I can think of for that is that that person had a previous life where they were French, and somehow it's gone into that. Or that when they've come back during the after death experience, that their souls come back, but tiny part of somebody else's has that could speak French. That's a really scary thought. Like, could that even happen? But yeah, there's a lot that we don't know. Sorry, I think if my pad turns off, my mic turns off as well. Yeah, I think I'm back connected now. Yeah, it's difficult with someone like there's so much we don't understand about the human brain and how it reacts and interacts, because we can't find out without killing someone. And then when they're dead, it doesn't work anymore anyway. So, yeah, it's very interesting. And yeah, that can happen, Usama, so I can understand why you worried about that at the time. There's serious research at the University of Virginia into what we're talking about, or into past lives. It's like a story I was told when I was a kid, Usama, like about flies or something, dragonflies, because dragonflies lay their eggs under the water, and then the eggs hatch and they get in the water and then come out of the water and fly away, and it likened the dragonfly to heaven, sort of thing, like, or next life, or whatever happens, or even reincarnation. That the flies under the water were us now, all living together, all chatting and saying, oh, I wonder what happens when you die, or when you get to the next stage. And the dragonflies are the next stage, and they're living their life flying about, and they really want to come and tell us, but they can't. I always found that quite thought-provoking. And I still remember it now. I was told it over 30 years ago. We've just got to do the best with what we are given and try and be as kind as we can. And even the people that laugh at you, you've got to try and be kind to them. I know that's difficult. I know many things are difficult, but also things do get better. Like through Sama, it's obviously very difficult, very raw, very recent, but by the time you're doing your GCSEs, it will be 3 years, so it'll be easier. And by the time you're doing your A-levels, it'll be even easier. By the time you're my age, it'll be something normal because it's been so long, it will still hurt. You'll still make yourself cry if you think about it. Like, if I think about everything that happened to me before I was adopted, like, I don't actually remember any of it, but thinking about it and talking about it will make me cry. And David, download Discord so you can join us all on Discord. So Sama, Serena and David, because we've had this chat here and now, you know, any hour of any day, of any month, of any year, you message me and I will reply. Maybe not straight away if I'm asleep. I always reply. And even if it's just to say something stupid or ask for advice, just do it. Don't be scared. That's what I believe I'm here for, and that's what I want to be here for. I'm designed to absorb pain. I'm designed to understand a lot more than maybe other people do. Maybe to approach it from different ways that other people might not. There's so much that I'm very lucky to have in relation to my brain capacity and what I can do, and that I've got to start using it. I've got to start helping people. Not everybody would, as Sama. My nephew doesn't have a dad. He has a dad, but not a dad. He has a father, but he doesn't have a dad. He has me, in a way. I do my best. And influencing him in the right way. You got me and Foxy and Sai. You're always welcome to ask us anything. You know that. Another very emotional stream. This is what I'm going to become, I think. I'm going to stream less and less games, and more talking things through. Of course you do, Isama. You have your dad. He's still your father figure. You can remember everything about him, and you always will. You're at that age, like, you're not going to forget. You can remember how he acted in certain situations. You can remember what he's taught you. He's still there. You still have him. I'm gonna put the kettle on. I really fancy a cup of tea. Let's have a cup of tea. You still there, Serena, or have you fallen asleep? Nobody asked you about your thought on the past life. Why do you think that you had a past life? Was there things that, like deja vus, or no worries, David. Thank you so much for sticking around and popping through. Much love. And keep going, bro. We're always here. And as I say, get Discord if you want to. And we're always about for chats. I understand that, Usama. We all realise that far too late. I've realised it in time, that I'm gonna make sure I can spend as much time with my parents as I can.